So you know that NVIDIA AI Summit Fireside chat you sent over? Well, we did a deep dive, and wow, there's a lot to unpack,
Yeah,
especially about India and where it fits into the whole AI future.
It's really something how it's all coming together, right? You've got this
Yeah.
young tech-savvy population in India, and their digital infrastructure is getting better and better.
Right.
And on top of that, you've got this AI boom happening globally. It's fascinating.
It really is. We've got Jensen Huang, NVIDIA's CEO, and Mukesh Ambani, the chairman of Reliance Industries, kind of painting this picture of where AI is going and how India is a part of it all.
Hmm.
And it's a pretty big picture. I mean, they're comparing this shift to the invention of the IBM System 360 back in '64.
It's a big comparison for sure.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, the System 360, that was like the thing that made computing standardized.
Yeah.
It brought on the whole era of general purpose computing.
Yeah.
And Huang's saying we're at a similar point now, but with AI.
Okay, so let's break all that down a little bit. Huang starts off by talking about the end of Moore's Law. So remember how we've always kind of just relied on chips getting faster and cheaper every year?
Right.
Well, he's saying that's over.
It is. Yeah, we've been riding that Moore's Law wave for decades.
Yeah.
Like performance basically doubling every 2 years. But we're hitting these physical limits.
Yeah.
CPUs just can't scale the way they used to. It's what Huang calls computing inflation.
So what do we do? He seems to think this accelerated computing thing is the answer.
Yeah, accelerated computing is basically giving those general purpose CPUs a boost by using specialized hardware,
Okay.
like GPUs. NVIDIA's been leading this whole thing, and we've seen these huge jumps in performance, like and everything from gaming to gene sequencing.
Really?
Yeah, think like 20 to 50 times faster.
That's insane.
It is.
But where does AI actually fit into this whole thing?
Okay, so this is where things get really interesting. Huang talks about this shift from what he calls software 1.0 to software 2.0. So like in the old days, software 1.0, humans wrote all the code line by line. But
Right.
with software 2.0, it's the machines that are learning from these huge data sets. It's a completely different way of thinking about computing.
So we're not writing instructions anymore. We're just giving the AI data and letting it figure things out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But to do that well, you need a ton of computational power.
Uh-huh.
And that's where NVIDIA's Blackwell comes in.
Okay.
Like, imagine a supercomputer so powerful that it can learn from data sets as big as the whole internet. That's basically Blackwell. It's all these racks of GPUs all connected and working together to process these crazy amounts of data.
And companies are like dying to get this tech right.
Oh, absolutely. It's not really optional anymore. AI is becoming essential if a company wants to stay competitive.
Yeah.
They need bigger models, more data, and faster learning.
Okay, so now we've got these powerful AI models. What can they actually do? Like, what's all this hype about generative AI and agents?
Okay, so think of generative AI like this universal translator for information. You can take text and turn it into images. You can take images and turn them into music.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing. It's all about AI understanding information in all these different forms and being able to manipulate it. And then there are agents. These are like AI that can do complex tasks, basically automating work in a bunch of different industries.
So like marketing agents, customer service agents, even chip design agents. It's like AI is going to be the workforce.
It's a huge change in how we work and how we create. And India's in a really good spot to be a big part of that whole transformation.
That's right. NVIDIA's India leader, Vishal Dupar, talks about this really cool AI ecosystem that they're building there. And it's not just about infrastructure.
Right.
It's also about Indian companies actually using AI to fix real-world problems in India.
Yeah, one example that really comes to mind is Serum. They're using AI for voice-to-voice translation. Do you know how many different languages there are in India?
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. And AI is actually providing a solution to that problem.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
And it's not just about AI existing in the digital world either.
right.
Huang also talks about what he calls physical AI, which is basically like robots in the real world.
It's about robots, yeah, and
Yeah.
autonomous vehicles, even whole factories running on AI. Systems that can understand and interact with the physical world.
And India's already doing some cool stuff there. Like there's this company Adverb that's building robots and optimizing them using digital twins.
Oh, yeah.
It's starting to feel like science fiction.
It is. But the key here is simulation. Before you let a robot loose in the real world, you can test it out and tweak its behavior in a virtual environment. That's what a digital twin is.
Oh, okay.
It makes things less risky and speeds up development.
So we've got all the AI building blocks, this growing ecosystem in India, and the possibility of both digital and physical AI. So where is all this going? What's the big picture?
Well, to answer that, we got to bring in Mukesh Ambani. He's got this really optimistic view of what AI can do for India.
Mm.
He talks about India's young people, their digital infrastructure that's growing so fast, thanks in part to Geo and all their talent. He thinks this is going to be huge for them.
And he doesn't just think India will be exporting software. He thinks they'll be exporting AI to the whole world.
Yeah, he sees India as this global center for AI innovation.
Wow.
Not just using AI to solve their own problems,
Yeah.
but actually creating AI solutions for everyone else too. Which brings up this big question. What does it mean for the rest of us if India becomes this AI powerhouse?
That's a great question. And both Ambani and Modi, yes, that Modi bring up another important point, this idea of data sovereignty.
All right, they're saying that India needs to build its own AI, not just send its raw data somewhere else and then import intelligence. It's about taking that data and actually adding value to it within India, creating AI that helps its own people.
So it's not just about technology, it's about empowerment.
Exactly. Using AI to solve India's unique problems and build a better future for its citizens.
And this isn't just about India. Ambani also talks about the power of open source AI, like Meta's Llama 3. This makes these powerful AI models available to everyone.
Yeah, open source AI is happening all over the world, and India is ready to contribute. They might even build their own Indian AI model. Can you imagine?
That would be incredible.
It would.
So we've got all these things coming together, India's ambitions, its tech skills that are getting better and better, and this global push towards open and accessible AI. What does this all mean for the listener? Why should they care?
Here's the takeaway. We're at the very beginning of a huge change. AI is becoming more powerful, easier to get, and more a part of our lives. And India is right there leading the way, and they could completely change how we think about AI.
It's been a wild ride so far, going from the end of Moore's Law to AI agents and then India's role in all of this. And we've only just scratched the surface.
We have. Welcome back.
Yeah.
So last time we were talking about India's role in this whole AI thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is. But this tech is going to impact way more than just one country.
Right. We talked about how AI is getting more and more powerful and also more accessible.
Right.
So let's kind of zoom out a little bit. How is all this going to affect businesses and industries everywhere?
Get ready because AI's impact is going to be everywhere. Take manufacturing, for example. We're already seeing AI used to make production lines better, predict when things need maintenance, and even come up with totally new products.
So it's about making things more efficiently and coming up with new stuff too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's just the beginning. As AI gets smarter and becomes a bigger part of manufacturing, we could even see factories that are completely automated,
Really?
running 24/7, changing their output based on demand and making things with incredible accuracy.
That's pretty wild. Okay, so
It's
that's manufacturing. What about something like healthcare? We touched on that a little bit in part one.
AI has so much potential in healthcare. We're talking about everything from personalized medicine to diagnostics done by AI and even discovering new drugs.
Wow.
Imagine a treatment plan made just for you based on your genes.
That's crazy.
Or an AI looking at medical images and spotting diseases earlier and more accurately than any human doctor ever could.
That sounds amazing. But what about the human side of things? Are robots going to replace doctors and nurses?
It's not about replacing them, it's about giving them more power to do what they do best. AI can take care of routine tasks and analyze huge amounts of data,
Right.
which frees up healthcare professionals to focus on things that require that human touch, providing compassionate care and making those tough decisions that need human judgment and empathy.
So it's like AI becomes this powerful tool for healthcare professionals, allowing them to do their jobs even better and more efficiently.
Exactly. And this applies to tons of other industries too.
Yeah.
Like take finance, for example. AI is already being used to find fraud, manage investments, and even give personalized financial advice.
So AI is taking over Wall Street.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Again, it's about making humans better at what they do.
Yeah.
AI can analyze trends in the market, identify risks, and automate those everyday tasks.
Right.
But human expertise is still super important for those big strategic decisions, understanding those complex financial things, and building relationships with clients.
So it seems like across a lot of different industries, we're seeing this pattern of AI doing a lot of the hard work,
Right.
which lets humans focus on those higher level tasks that need creativity and critical thinking and just human connection.
Yeah, it's not about humans versus machines. It's about humans and machines working together to do more than we ever could on our own.
So how can businesses get ready for this AI-powered future? What do they need to do to stay ahead of the game?
The first thing is they need to be open to constantly learning and adapting. The world is changing so fast,
Uh-huh.
and businesses need to be flexible and able to change quickly to keep up. They need to invest in training their people on the latest AI tools and technologies,
Right.
and they need to encourage experimentation and innovation.
So it's about having a mindset that embraces change and is excited to explore new possibilities.
Exactly. And it's not just about the tech itself, it's about the people.
Mm,
Businesses need to attract and keep those top AI and data science people. And that means offering good salaries,
of course.
creating a work environment that's supportive and encourages innovation, and
Yeah.
giving them chances to develop professionally.
It sounds like building a successful AI-powered business is about way more than just buying the latest software.
It is.
It's about having the right people, the right culture, and being ready to embrace change.
Absolutely. And it's about realizing that AI isn't some magic solution. It's a powerful tool, but it needs to be used in a smart and strategic way to actually bring value to a business.
So how do companies actually start using AI in what they do? Where do they even begin?
One way is to start small. Find a specific problem or opportunity in your business where AI could make a real difference. It could be anything, from automating something that's done over and over
Right.
to making customer service better or even coming up with a new product.
So don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one area and focus on showing how AI can make a difference there.
Exactly. And once you've got that use case figured out, start playing around with different AI tools and platforms.
Okay.
There's tons of options out there, from cloud-based AI platforms to open source libraries and frameworks.
So it's about trying things out and seeing what sticks.
Exactly. And don't be scared to make mistakes.
Yeah.
The important thing is to learn from those mistakes and change things quickly. That's how you get things moving and really understand how AI can help your business.
So we've talked about how AI can affect specific industries, but what about the bigger picture, like how it will impact the economy and society as a whole? How is this AI revolution going to change the world?
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. Some experts think that AI could bring us a whole new era of prosperity.
Really?
Yeah, a world where goods and services are more plentiful and affordable than ever before.
So like a utopia powered by AI.
It could happen,
Hmm.
but others are worried about people losing their jobs as AI takes over more tasks.
That's something we hear a lot. Will robots really steal all our jobs?
It's complicated. Some jobs will definitely be at risk,
Yeah.
but AI will also create new jobs and opportunities that we can't even imagine yet.
It's like trying to predict the future.
It is.
We don't know for sure what's going to happen, but we can get ready for the changes that are coming.
Exactly. And that means investing in education and retraining programs, encouraging people to start businesses, and creating a safety net for those who do lose their jobs because of automation.
So it's not just about the technology. It's about how we as a society adjust to this new AI world and make sure everyone benefits from the changes.
Right. It's about making sure that AI makes the world more fair and just for everyone, not just a select few.
This has been a really fascinating look at how AI could impact businesses and industries all over the world.
Hmm.
But there's one more really important thing we need to talk about, the human side of AI.
Definitely.
So welcome back to the deep dive. We've been talking a lot about India's role in this whole AI explosion and how this tech is changing things for businesses everywhere. But now I want to kind of shift gears a little bit
Yeah.
and explore the more human side of AI.
Yeah, this is where things get really exciting. We've talked about some of the risks of AI,
Right.
but there's also this huge potential for AI to empower people and unlock all sorts of creativity.
Okay, so let's talk about that. How can AI actually empower people? What are some real-world examples of that?
Well, think about tools like generative AI. These tools let anyone, no matter their tech skills, create things that used to require a lot of specialized knowledge.
Right.
You can create these amazing images, write music, compose stories. The possibilities are kind of mind-blowing.
It's like AI is removing the barriers to creativity.
It is.
Anyone can be an artist, a musician, a writer.
Exactly. It's like having this creative partner that can help you make your ideas real.
Yeah.
And this could unleash so much creativity from people who never even thought of themselves as artists before.
That's really cool. It's like AI is democratizing creativity. What do you think the impact of that could be?
I think it could be huge. We could see this explosion of innovation with people from all different backgrounds bringing their own unique perspectives and ideas.
Yeah.
AI could help break down those traditional walls around creativity and let people express themselves in ways that were never possible before.
So it's like AI is amplifying human potential.
It is.
And we're not just talking about art, right?
Right. AI can empower people in so many ways. Like, think about personalized education. Okay.
Imagine having an AI tutor that adjusts to each student's individual needs and learning style.
Wow.
That could totally revolutionize education,
Wow.
making it more engaging, more effective, and available to everyone.
That would be amazing. And what about healthcare?
We're already seeing AI-powered tools that can help people with disabilities communicate, learn, and just navigate the world more easily.
Right.
And in healthcare itself, AI is being used to diagnose diseases, personalize treatment plans, even develop new drugs. The potential is huge, especially in places where it's hard to get good quality care.
It sounds like AI is giving us these incredible tools to solve some really tough problems.
It is. But we can't forget that AI is a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. It's up to us to make sure that AI is developed and used responsibly.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
No.
It's about the values and principles that guide how it's developed and used.
Exactly. We need to be aware of the potential risks of AI, things like bias and job displacement.
But we also need to be excited about the amazing opportunities it offers. If we do this right, AI can help us build a world that's fairer, more just, and more prosperous for everyone.
So where do we go from here? What can our listeners do to actually be a part of this whole AI revolution?
First, stay informed. Things are changing so fast in the world of AI.
Right.
So it's important to keep up with all the new developments. There are lots of great resources online and in libraries.
And what about getting involved more directly?
There are so many ways to get involved. You could learn to code,
Okay.
take an online course in AI or data science, or even just start playing around with some of the free AI tools that are out there.
And what about people who aren't really tech savvy? Can they get involved too?
Absolutely. Even if you're not a tech person, you can still have a say in how AI develops. Talk about AI with your friends, your family, your colleagues.
Right.
Discuss the ethical stuff, the potential benefits and risks. The more we talk about these things, the better prepared we'll be to make smart decisions about how AI is developed and used in our society.
So it's about education, getting involved in the conversation, and just being aware.
Exactly. The future of AI is being shaped right now, and we're all a part of it.
That's a great point. This has been an amazing deep dive into AI.
It has.
We've talked about so much, from the technical details to the ethical concerns and how AI can empower people and create a better future.
It's a lot to think about.
It is. And remember, the future is what we make it. So let's go out there and build an AI-powered world that's good for everyone.
Thanks for listening.